Alrighty, so I'm back at the track. Go. It looks like it's gonna rain. And once again, the track's completely empty. But I did come with some friends and move that bleacher, so that's kind of exciting. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about was, as I said, it's really empty. And the last time there was a lot of people here was at the Real Life for Life. And I kind of want to talk to you about that because I kind of feel like the Real Life for Life is almost pointless. Like, you should raise a lot of money for cancer awareness, but I feel like a lot of people there were just zoom in, there for their friends. And that's kind of an issue with me. I mean, I went because I know people that have like died from cancer. And I know some people are like, I do know those people, but it's like I was close to these people, so I kind of could relate it to it more. And then it's kind of like an epitome, but like I went because a lot of my friends went, but I walked, I ran. I was pretty much walking the whole time. Like, some people walked the entire time, and like my friend did it. It was not really, it was kind of my friend, but like he walked the whole entire day, and people were like making fun of him for it. And I know he's annoying, but like, shows dedication, and it's kind of, you know, hard to do that all night long. I mean, I could have, but I would have gotten bored, and I don't know, he pressed on with it. He didn't walk very far because he used crutches, which he said his foot hurt. But when you walk that much, obviously your foot didn't hurt that bad, but I can't help him. But like, I was asking my friend yesterday, I'm like, hey, you went to the Real Life for Life? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, well, did you know anyone that's died from cancer? No. It's like, I know people that have died, but I didn't actually know them. It's like, oh, okay. The other thing I want was funny because when you go here, there's a bunch of little fat ladies. Well, then are like fat ladies, like, oh yeah, cancer. Let's try to beat it. And they get like so pumped up, and then they walk like 4 laps, and then they get tired and they have to stop. And then it's like, yeah, you're really in it for cancer. It's like, I get tired. Oh, and then the biggest thing is like people were giving speeches, and this one lady, it's like I had lung cancer. And you could hear it in her voice. I'm like, did you smoke? Like, I really wanted to ask her that. And you could tell that it was probably a definite yes. And like, my friend, her mom has lung cancer. It's like, vote for her, cheer for her, earn money. She has lung cancer. It's like, does she smoke? It's like, yes. Oh. So those kind of people, I don't really feel, I mean, it's like, you have cancer, I feel really bad for you. I mean, hopefully you'll get better, but then on the other hand, it's like, you smoke, so why exactly are we, you know, it's like you put yourself in this phase. And then there's some that are uncontrollable, like brain cancer, heart cancer, like some of it's just, you know, you really can't affect it, or it really can't be like changed, it just kind of happens. And those are the people that I kind of go for. And then the survivors, I mean, I feel like the survivors are really who you want to go for. I mean, if it's like, oh, she got this kind of cancer and beat it, and it's like, oh, did she smoke? It's like, yes, then it's, and the cancer was caused with it, and then you're like, oh, not as much. The other thing I don't really feel for is like breast cancer. I mean, so many people, like, you've just all this awareness for it, and then it gets a cure. And I don't know if it's like officially cured yet, but I know that there have been cures coming out periodically, and that's kind of like, you know, you get breast cancer, and you probably could have checked for it earlier if you got it, then got it removed, but chances are it would have come back, and then you get the surgeries and all that other stuff, and then it gets gone. So then it's like, oh yeah, surgeries took a lot out of you, and I mean, I feel for you now, but if you got cancer like today, chances are breast cancer, I mean, it's kind of like, you know of it ahead of time, you could get it removed, and then it just, well, I had breast cancer, but it just appeared. And then I don't really want to offend anybody, but it's just some things that I don't really care for. The main portion of this is just like, we fill this entire track, everyone's like, fight cancer, but a majority of people are just there to hang out with their friends. And then the other thing I find ridiculous is, for scouts, we have to bring everybody's camping stuff to their spots, and people just, it's like, yeah, let's bring my house. People brought campers, people brought like huge tents. It's like, I do realize you have a lot of people at your camp area and you need like a place to hang out, but it was the Bruins game, And I showed up, and it was like 8 o'clock at night, and there was a TV with the Bruins playing, and 40 people surrounding it, like, midst, halfway of the track, just full of people watching the Bruins game on this tiny TV. And it's like, you're not here for cancer, you're just here for the Bruins game. I mean, then of course they walk a little bit, but, and some people bring, it's like a table, like I can see a table for your group, but they have like a table for their tent. And then it's just, I brought a tent, and I didn't even open it. I just left it, because I stayed up all night. And then people fall asleep. It's like, it's just an event that I find isn't really for cancer. Well, it is for cancer, but it's not like too many people are there just to hang out. And then people come and leave. It's like, oh, my friends were here, so I figured I'd come and walk a little bit. And then they leave. Kind of irritates me. But as I said, I can't really be one to argue. I did show up to walk with my friends, but I did know people that have, passed away because of cancer. But I stayed up the whole night and I walked quite a bit, so I'm going to put it in. The one thing I do like doing is the Jimmy Fund walk. And then, I mean, now it's gotten to a point where there are some people that just walk because everyone else is walking. But you got huge teams of people, all of which donating large sums of money. Like, I think one of the minimum for my group is like $100, and that's quite a bit to donate to cancer. I mean, you get this t-shirt, but I mean, it's kind of one of those things where I like doing it because everyone's there for cancer. It's a lot more eventful, like there's booths and stuff where you can go take a picture and make a photo album for free. I mean, here, the biggest thing we got is this bead table where they have all these beads and a piece of string, and so every time you walk around a lap, you either get a white bead, maybe it's 3 blue beads and a white bead, and then 3 blue beads and a white bead, and the white bead symbolizes a mile, and then at the end you can count it all up, and that's kind of creative. But it's like, I'm gonna walk 32 miles so I can get my 32 beads. Oh yeah. So it's not really. That's pretty much all I had to talk about for today. As I said, I'm still working on those sexy fill wallets. Yesterday got kind of busy. Today might get kind of busy. My dad wants to go golfing, but it's kind of dark and gloomy, so I don't want to golf in the rain. I kind of want to see Transformers, because a lot of people have had good and bad reviews on it, and I kind of want to be one of those people to give a good review on it. I've enjoyed the past 2 Transformers movies. I don't really qualify movies as being suckish. The only movie I really count as being horrible was Robin Hood. And some people will disagree with me. But me and my friends went and were like, what the hell? Like, no plot, no nothing. Like, there probably was a plot, but it just, the movie didn't follow with it. I was like, that has to be the worst movie I've ever seen. Then I saw Dodgeball the other day for the first time. Oh my god, you just saw Dodgeball for the first time? It's like, yes. I wasn't around, or I wasn't into it when it came out and everyone started watching it. My friends have made jokes. Like, a lot of the jokes in the movie were funny, but, I mean, like, I'll have to watch it again and then I'll laugh. But, like, there were scenes where I'd outbreak laughing, and then somewhere it was just like, what the hell is this? Like, really? No. Not cool. That's all I get to talk about today. I might show some footage from the other wallets. Maybe some of me golfing, if I do go golfing. Maybe my thoughts on Transformers movie if I see it. Who knows? Yo, so I just came back from seeing Transformers: Rise of the New Moon. I definitely think it's a great movie. This video will actually be posted tomorrow, or technically today, because it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and just got back, and I don't feel like editing anything right now, even though my time's different than YouTube's time, so it'd still be up before YouTube ends. But I definitely think Rosie Huntington added to the movie. However, Megan Fox would have been fine. Like, it didn't really matter. Other than that, 3D was great, movie was great, yeah, I'd definitely go see it. That's pretty much it for today, and have a nice day.
Have a nice day.